looks like we're gonna pick up a couple of these guys. I want this guy, and I want this guy. One of those. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we've got our 3 rows set up. We're gonna be starting on our 4th one. Yes, you see some ick medicine because I got new fish. I picked up 3 brand new Blackmore goldfish, and they're in quarantine right now. Now, I did say I was gonna put them in here to go through quarantine, but actually look at it after. As you can see, the water's a little bit of a blue tint. I did add some ick remedy to it from PetSmart. I just had this already laying around, so I just dumped that in there. But in here I got 3 Blackmore. I chose 3 specifically because I saw the colors and the way they were, but I realized now that he picked up a different one than I actually asked for, which is fine, you know, sometimes they don't really care, whatever. But now I have to treat it for ick, and I know they don't have any spots or anything like that on them, so I didn't want to cross it over. Once they have no more spots or anything like that visible, then they'll be going in here, still in quarantine though. These guys are going to be in quarantine for at least another 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, so that's fine. But down here again, I have nothing left down there. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take you guys through the whole process of me taking them out of the bag, acclimating them, etc. This is gonna hopefully be a project, breeding project one day. And once these guys get a little bigger and chunkier, they're gonna be going in a 125 gallon in the patio tank that I have outside once they're all done with quarantine. I picked them up now because I didn't want to do the quarantine process before I put them all together with my other fish. So that's gonna be fine in there. Anyway, this is basically the way I buy Petco fish. Petco fish, most of the times either they have bad genes, they come in sick, or they're really skinny, or a bunch of problems. So you want to make sure before you introduce them to any of your other fish, Petco or PetSmart, by the way, any big box chain stores like that usually have this problem because they buy in such mass quantities. Now, all my basic things I do is just keep a small little container for them, add water. I use Second Prime, and I put a little bit of aquarium salt, just a dash inside because it's not that big of an aquarium thing. And if I see anything visible, I add some ick remedy, like white spots, etc. And if I see like a parasitic things around them on it, I also have those type of things too. I also have red ick here, but this is almost empty. And for parasites, I use this if I see any. And I also have antibacterial things too, but I don't see anything yet. This should be enough for right now, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get started on today's video. Let's get these bad boys in, what do you want to call this? Oh yeah, acclimation process. Get this bad boy in there. Make sure that the sump isn't going to overflow. And let's turn off this light while they quarantine. While they get acclimated at least. Look at that. These guys are doing fine. They've been in quarantine. There's nothing down in the bottom except for live plants. I'm going to pick up. It's not picking up today because I'm turning off the light for right now. But I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about picking up some of these from Petco. These guys all came from Petco. They were $6.99 a piece. Came out to about $20. These guys are really nice though. Look at that. Except for this guy. This guy looks like he might actually have the ick. So, you might actually have to set up a whole separate tank just for this guy. Damn. Okay, so we are going to do that because I don't want to get these guys sick if they are sick. So, time to bring out the quarantine tank I had them in at first. Put that bad boy here. If these guys get acclimated here. we're gonna put these guys in here right now. Just to get a bubbler set up and everything like that. Just a little bit of water. We're gonna add a little bit of salt in here because we want to start going at that if it's ick. We definitely want to start going at it before it gets worse and start spreading. We're gonna warm up the temperature, put a thermostat in here, a thermometer, and a heater, and get going on these bad boys. So you can see here I have the thermostat. This is an automatic thermostat that's automatically stays at a certain temperature. It's only a 10 watt, it's like a beta type of thing. It's warm enough because in here it's pretty warm already. But in here I have all three of them quarantined. I used a little bit of this ick remedy because it worked last time for me in the past. I had a little bit left over. And I also use aquarium salt as well. That's just I picked up from Petco. I think it was Aqueon or whatever, Imagitarium. Whatever, it was just aquarium salt, a little dash of it in here. I'm not gonna feed them today. I'm gonna start getting them. I want to get them a little chunkier, but I want to make sure I don't see any of those spots anymore on this little guy. You can see it on here from afar. Let's see if I can zoom in without getting it too blurry. See, he has a few, so I want to make sure they're all rid of that. So before I actually end up doing anything with them, I'm gonna start filling up the water little by little more. But they're gonna be in here until all the white spots are removed. After that, they're still not going to be done with quarantine. Then they're going to be going into here until I see them really chunky, all fed up, and all very active. In here I still have the other ones that I'm quarantining, and down here I still have nothing. I think I'm going to get some Plecos or do some like really fancy guppies. We're still going to figure that out. But for now, these guys are going to be here until they're all good. I wasn't sure if I wanted them because I wasn't a big fan of those really big eyes, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe one day I'll turn this into a breeding project, but that's still got a long time to go. These guys are tiny. Anyway, guys, I want to do a little recap of everything so far. So far we've already quarantined the fish. Well, it's in quarantine. We first went to Petco, picked up the black moors, 3 of them, and then we went and brought it home. We acclimated them to the water, and then we added salt and ick out or something like that, some type of ick medicine, very lightly dosed because I'm not sure if it is or not, into the water. And what else did I add? Let's see. Oh, I added a heater, and I also added a sponge filter, and Seek and Prime. So now they're gonna be in there for a while. They're gonna be in there for 2-3 weeks. Actually, they're gonna be in quarantine for a total of 6 weeks, but they're gonna be in that container only until the white spots are all gone, and then I feel comfortable enough to moving them over to the triple deck stand that I have set up together on one sump, which then I'm gonna grow them out until they're a little chunkier. And so the big thing is making sure you don't bring any sickness home from Petco. So you want to make sure that you don't actually use the same water they give you. In Petco, a lot of the times that water they give you in the bag, you make sure you do not put that into your aquarium, especially if it's been one that's been running up for a while. You can crash your entire cycle by adding that. You can get all your fish sick in there. It's just a big mess and a big headache. Just get rid of that water. What I like to do is actually use the bucket method, where I put a net across the top of the bucket, and I just pour the bag through the net, and the fish gets stuck in the net. You put that net, and then you dump that fish in there into the tank, and now you only put the fish. I'm not saying rinse them or anything like that, don't do that, but yeah, that's pretty much the best thing I can offer for you guys. Again, you have to make sure you quarantine. Every time I get a fish, especially from a big box store or any place, if I order them online or anything like that, you want to quarantine because you do not know them. You do not know how they keep their fish. And sometimes just through shipping, if you're ordering a fish can get sick. Anyway, big box stores, a lot of times they have most of the fish is sick, and they all have connecting tanks. So usually every row has a connected sump, or somehow they're all connected. And if one tank, let's say they have 6 tanks, right, and the one on the top right has ick, most likely they're all gonna have ick in the end. So you want to take precautions against that, and you do not want to kill your other fish that you have already in there. So just be careful with that. Anyway, guys, this is just a quick summary on that. They're gonna be in there for another 2-3 weeks. I'm gonna be doing an updated video on that in about a week or two, when they actually, well, I don't know when you guys are gonna be seeing this video, but in a week or two from today, then they're gonna be hopefully all their spots are gone and I can move them over, and then that'll be an update, and then one more update once they put them into their final once they get out of quarantine. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys liked the video. That wraps it up for today. If you guys liked the video, definitely smash that like button. I'm going to be doing a whole setup system where a whole video on how I built this whole system and how it's going to come out with the lights and everything. It's really nice. I like the way it is. Still a little bit of a mess because I'm still figuring out the wiring and stuff like that. But overall, it's been working out pretty nice for me, and I'm liking the way it's coming out. If you guys liked the video, definitely smash that like button. Drop any questions you guys have down below, and please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Again, I don't make any money out of this right now, or hopefully maybe one day I do, but right now it's all on me, and this is starting to become a little more expensive than I wanted to. So if you guys could just subscribe, it really means a lot to me. Thanks, guys.